You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, sir?
Oh, pretty good for, doing all right. You guys good?
We're doing good. It's
you all right?
Doing great. We're halfway through the week, and we're doing great.
All right, okay, super.
What are you up to over there?
It's, I think a little too much caffeine.
There's something going on.
Let's see Suzanne Summers has a birthday today. You remember Suzanne Summers?
I do, the Thigh Master chick.
Yeah, that's funny. You should mention that. Yeah. Everybody, you know what? People remember from, of course, the Three's Company.
Oh, yeah.
Step by Step. Remember She's the Sheriff? A short-lived TV series?
I don't remember that
Vaguely.
one.
Okay, but yeah, the Thigh Master thing. It was so awkward when
it
that
was
would
extremely
come on,
awkward.
especially if you're sitting there with like your mom or something.
Yeah, it was pretty revealing.
She's still getting it done, still looking good. She's 73 today.
Holy cow! I haven't seen her in years.
Tim Robbins.
I remember him.
Was actually two of probably my top 20 favorite movies. Bull Durham, fantastic baseball movie, and Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah.
You got to get busy living or get busy dying.
Yeah.
He's 61 today.
That's cool. Well,
yeah, I need something to take the edge off. We're going to get through the rest of this bonus hour. Woo! Climbing the walls.
Much more to come on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny.
Before you know it, Christmas will be here. Are you ready? If you plan to use a credit card while shopping, make sure you have the very best credit card for you. It's free to click around and see what we can do for you at bettercreditcards.net. We have options from many different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net. Bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, good morning, you Ranger Radio scamperoos, you. I hope everybody's feeling healthy, feeling chipper. It's a big time of year. I know I've mentioned over the past couple months, and now it's showtime, go time. Pheasant hunt has started for residents of the great state of South Dakota.
Yeah, it has.
It's really one of the biggest couple months of the year, and it's a tradition is what it is. And now this upcoming weekend, non-residents are hitting town. And if you're not familiar with what that means, they are expecting in excess of 100,000 hunters coming through the Sioux Falls Regional Airport tomorrow and Friday.
No kidding.
Get ready for the hunt. Yep, and they're packing guns and they're getting it done, and it means literally millions of dollars for the great state of South Dakota.
That's fantastic.
It certainly does. Now, here's what's going on. If you recall, a month or so ago, I ran a little non-residential pheasant hunter's license special.
I remember that. How'd that go? Did the authorities ever find you?
Had takers left and right on that, but last minute, if, hey, you're coming into town and you haven't gotten your license yet, again, it's going to trip you a couple $100, best case scenario. So here's what we're doing, because we love the tourist trade and we love having you here. Ranger Dan and his compadres. That's Spanish for compadres. We're going to be hanging out behind the Casey's Crackpot Restaurant on North Minnesota Avenue from 6 to 9 in the morning on Thursday and Friday. If you don't have your license, you go around back, you look for the 2003 tan and rust-colored PT Cruiser with the mini blinds. $24.95.
Whoa, that's a bargain.
Get you up and rolling, have the proper documentation for you in about 15 minutes flat. Plus, as an added bonus, the first 20 hunters to come through, you're going to get a $2 off coupon on the Crackpot Hungry Man's Breakfast.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, nice.
You'll be able to sign up for a 2-owner-only pre-owned Banshee 300 MK10 AR-15 semi-automatic pistol.
Oh, nice.
Complete with custom 5-position pistol grip. Just put your name in a box. We'll be giving that away Saturday morning. Mine, it's been customized to the hilt. There is no background check, to certainly no waiting period. In fact, you need the Hubble telescope to find serial number on that bad boy. Hope to see you soon, hunters. Welcome to the great state of South Dakota. I'm Ranger Dan. That's it for me. Hey, little radio rangers, don't forget, say prayers, go to church, stay in school, eat your vegetables. That's code for bacon. Don't play soccer. Don't let me get you wearing Crocs. Ranger Dan. Out. Yes, sir.
Ranger Dan's Critter Corner. I'm assuming that's all cash business. I'm pretty sure. Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Paper trail.
Brought to you each and every day here by Ranger Dan Incorporated, worldwide, global, something like that, on Sunny 93.3.
If you have a drug problem, don't let it ruin your life. You can be in treatment as soon as tomorrow, and you can start to get clean in as little as 7 days. Take the first step to get drugs out of your life at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything, so you really have nothing to lose. Timeforrehab.com. Start your new life. You deserve it. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time right now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. Mr. Dan Farris back in the news chair here to are we going to break a big story today? Or
I don't know if it's a big story or not. It's just one of those things that it's laced through my entire time here in South Dakota. Again, I'm a Minneapolis native.
Yeah.
I actually relocated here in 1987.
On purpose.
So I don't ever remember, literally, that the State Theater hasn't been doing nothing or something. Or
it's
Right.
a renovation that's taken time.
So, from my good friends at KSFY, the highly anticipated renovation project of the State Theater in downtown Sioux Falls is making progress, moving toward an official reopening sometime next year.
How many millions have they stuck in this now?
You know, I don't know what the total is, but I know as far as people leading the charge, that's changed hands. Personalities have changed. Organizations have changed. It's just, then it'll be at a standstill for years at a time. Then somebody else takes over. And they had some pretty good luck this year. I want to say there was maybe wrong here, but that's never stopped me. $5 million donation from T. Denny Sanford.
I think so,
this year. I know the city of Sioux Falls ponied up $1.5 million.
Yeah, 1.5.
That was just a few months ago, actually.
Yeah.
And so now they're still saying, it should be ready to open sometime in 2020, but the balcony still won't be done. Third floor still won't be done.
What on earth are they putting money
Apparently,
into?
they're trying to return this thing exactly to what it looked like back in, 1929 or 26 when it originally opened.
Okay.
Which
and
I guess.
That's a cool thing, but how much could that possibly cost? I don't understand why.
I really don't know. Either way you cut it, even when it opens, when I do go to a movie, which is about once a year on New Year's Day, I'm going to the Western Mall because I like their popcorn.
Yeah, good popcorn.
So,
I like
popcorn.
the ticket prices.
And good ticket prices.
Yeah, so they still need more dough, and it's still going on. But the people in charge down there are going, we don't have a date yet, but it should be next year.
That's cool. Well, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, for that kind of dough, we could have put up an
Wonder if the same
unfinished
people
parking ramp.
that are in charge of this are the ones that did the interstate in Sioux City.
I don't know. Now it is a race because they're saying that's going to be
That's
done
also going to be done
too.
this coming year.
So it's a race to see who gets done first, the State Theater or the Interstate down in Sioux City.
Yeah, it's exciting.
We should place wagers on that.
I think people are, John.
Are they? Okay. Well, I want to. Which one are you going to bet on? Do you think the theater or the Interstate, Dan?
I think the Interstate.
You think so? How about you, Heidi?
Well, for sure, because they can't call it completed if it's not completed. So for sure the interstate. I mean, they might open, but if they don't have the balcony and the third floor done, then my money's on Sioux City.
Yep, going Sioux City.
There you go. Well, time will tell. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Coming up in a moment, I've got an interview with a young man by the name of Travis Peterman. He's got a real cool thing that he's doing for kids in this community, and we're going to be chatting about that in a bit.
The average household has thousands of dollars in credit card debt. If you find yourself in that position and you're making minimum payments, you could be in debt for a long time. Make sure you have the very best card with the very best rates at bettercreditcards.net. We work with different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net, bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour. We've got Travis Peterman joining us on the phone right now. He's the president and CEO of a local nonprofit called Kids at Heart right here in Sioux Falls. Travis, how are you, sir?
Doing wonderful. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be on with you.
Well, we love chatting with you because you got something really cool coming up here. It's something that you've been doing, Kids at Heart. Let's talk about this fitness program and how this thing got started.
Yeah, Kid at Heart was technically started from a couple passions of mine. I'm a big believer in giving back to the community, volunteering your time, mentoring, coaching, and so forth for young kids. And I'm also an obstacle course racer, so I compete around the country with Spartan Race. And through those two passions, Spartan Race actually has a program called Spartan Edge. And this program is a critical thinking and mental and physical conditioning style camp for kids, boys and girls, ages 6 through 16. And like I said, it teaches them critical thinking, the mental and physical conditioning through a curriculum. And we run these camps Monday through Friday, about an hour and a half long each day. And we get the kids outside. We get them, present them with some different challenges, personal challenges, team challenges, fitness workout, as well as some curriculum. So we get them some dialogue and some diagrams that they can work off of to where they're actually creating the scenario and working through that obstacle themselves so that when they're faced with it today, tomorrow, 5 years from now, they've worked that obstacle out in their head. And so they're confident enough to get through that down the line. And so we're really out there to engage these kids, empower them to again, be confident to be able to get through these obstacles.
If people would like to find more about the program that you're doing right now, how do they find that?
Yeah, it's on our website. It's www.kidatheartforlife, the number 4life.com. We're also on Facebook and LinkedIn. Facebook would be at Kid at Heart for Life, and same with LinkedIn, Kid at Heart for Life.
And I'm going to throw a link on our Facebook page to make it easy for folks to find you. Now, something kind of exciting that's in the works but not quite ready yet is an event for, you're hoping, spring or summer of next year. Let's talk about what that would be.
Yeah, so as I had mentioned before, I compete around the country with Spartan Race. So they host these large races where anywhere from 8, 10, 12,000 racers are there. Their families and friends are there to support them. Well, they also have these add-on kids races, and these kids races would be a mile to 2 miles in length. And again, parents, families can come out and actually run this with their kids as well. And so it's more of a community, kind of a family event, and been working with Spartan Race for over the last couple of years, and we're really close to bringing it here to Sioux Falls. We've got a couple of locations that we've been in discussion about, but we do need that support, as well as with Kid at Heart. We need that support to keep going because a lot of these camps are 100% scholarship-based.
Yeah.
So, and I forgot to mention that before, none of these kids pay anything to be part of this. We do kind of focus on the underprivileged and at-risk kids, but it's for all kids in general.
Yeah.
But we're able to provide this style of camp for those kids that may not be involved in any extracurricular activities. And so we're able to go out there and provide this camp, give them something different that they would never be part of. And again, like I said, we need that support to kind of keep that going and keep these kids involved in it. But back to the race, yes, it's a huge event. It's a multi-day event over a weekend, and it's so much fun to see the kids get out there, compete with themselves, challenge themselves, and truly see what they can do.
That's awesome.
And that's been one of the greatest glories of doing this style of camp, as well as you get to that Thursday, you get to that Friday, and the kids just look at you with kind of that glazed eye and say, I never knew I could do that. I didn't think that I could get through these challenges. My answer to all the questions was I couldn't do it. Well, now I know I can. I believe in myself, so that's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. If you're maybe listening and inspired by what Travis is talking about, I'm going to throw a link to all of his information on our Facebook page to make it easy to find. It would be so awesome for somebody listening that said, man, I'd like to sponsor that. I'd like to be a part of that. Reach out to him. All of his information's on our Facebook page. Travis, thank you again for taking the time to chat, and thank you for doing what you're doing.
No, I greatly appreciate the time this morning and everything you guys do as well. And like I said, we're out there to empower our community and make our community better. And with your help and everybody else's help, I know we can do it. So thank you very much.
Again, Travis Peterman, Kid at heartforlife.com. The 4 is the number. I've got a link to everything at facebook.com/sunnyradio.
If you can't have a drink without it leading to another drink and another drink, maybe it's time to get help. There are programs designed to help take alcohol out of your life for good at timeforrehab.com. Don't let a drinking problem spill over into other areas of your life. Get help to quit drinking and start living the life you truly deserve at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Hey, you know him, you love him, you follow him, you live vicariously through him. Celebrities are fabulous. With all that and a side of slaw. This is confusing to me, but here's the story. I don't even know why they're making their movie, but they are making this movie. Are you familiar with Zoe Kravitz?
No.
Yeah.
That's Lenny Kravitz's
his daughter.
And what's her name from when he was married to, she was on the Cosby Show.
Okay.
Bonet.
Lisa Bonet.
Thank you. Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet had a baby and named it Zoe. So that's
And she's
her.
adorable.
I suppose she is. Has just landed the role of a lifetime. Zoe Kravitz has just been cast as Selena Kyle. Who's that? That's the character's name for the Catwoman.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because they're doing a movie called The Batman. That's the title. It's The Batman.
The Batman?
Yes.
You know, these comic strip or comic book movies have done quite well. So, yeah, So are they going to have the Catwoman then if this goes well?
I have no idea, but she joins the previously announced Robert Pattinson, who's going to play the Dark Knight.
I didn't even know he was still doing stuff.
He's the sparkly
vampire
guy. Yeah.
Because apparently they're going to go through Batman's younger days, his upbringing and stuff. So it's going to be more of a youth-oriented thing. But here's what I don't get. Apparently, the guy who plays Aquaman, what's his name? Mimosa? He's named after a brunch cocktail or something.
So.
That big bearded dude.
Yes.
He's Zoe Kravitz's stepdad.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
I knew that.
Yeah, you need a program to follow all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just weird. You got dogs sleeping with cats. You got pool boys sleeping with producers. And I don't know what's going on anymore. It's just crazy. I got to tell you what. And I'm just going to say this once. There is no known cure for herpes.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, but I'm done. I'm washing my hands of this whole thing.
We're moving on. And I appreciate that, Dan. Thank you for that report. Had a very awkward ending for some reason. I don't know. I don't know right where it turned.
Herpes usually does.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour on Sunny 93.3.